All right. Thank you for joining me. I am Robert Mickalson, your real estate agent here in the Santa Clarita Valley. I am with the Mickalson Group at Real Broker. We are a full service company, full service agent, been working in the Santa Clarita Valley for the last 20 years, helping buyers and sellers buy real estate, sell real estate, and yes, I've lived here all of my life, so I know a thing or two when it relates to the Santa Clarita Valley. So in this video, I want to talk about the pros and cons of living in the Santa Clarita Valley. What do I like? What do I dislike? I want to move away from here in 5 years because, as I just mentioned, I lived here all my life, but it's a fantastic place to live. And so if you're interested in moving to the Santa Clarita Valley and you want to know what an insider thinks, thanks for tuning in, and let's talk about that right now. Okay, so let's start with what I love about the Santa Clarita Valley, maybe just what I like about the Santa Clarita Valley, what some of my clients like, why are they moving here, what is keeping them here. And so I'll start with affordability. You're in the Los Angeles County area here in the Santa Clarita Valley, and if you go and search for homes for rent, to buy, whatever the situation may be, you'll find that Santa Clarita is a wonderful community, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, compared to other parts of Los Angeles, like Pasadena, as you get closer to Thousand Oaks, San Fernando Valley, Glendale, Burbank, and of course as close as you can get to the west side of Los Angeles and other beach areas. So Santa Clarita Valley is definitely more affordable than some of these other largely overcrowded areas of Los Angeles County, and people are looking for affordability when you see a 2-bedroom, 900 square foot home in Burbank going for $1 million or more. You can get more for your money, more home for your money in the Santa Clarita Valley. And that is definitely one reason that I love living here in Santa Clarita Valley, because although it's gotten a lot more expensive, we are more affordable. Another reason people are moving to the Santa Clarita Valley, a great pro about it, is that crime is going down. Crime, while it's more talked about because it's more prevalent information-wise with social media, crime is much lower in the Santa Clarita Valley than elsewhere in Los Angeles County. It is a relatively very safe community to live in. We have a fantastic unit with the Los Angeles Sheriffs that, does a good job in the Santa Clarita Valley. A lot of them live in the Santa Clarita Valley. They don't just police here, they live here. And so you'll find that the community is largely thought of as pretty safe, and we do rank really well nationally ranked for a community of our size, which is close to 300,000 people living in the Santa Clarita Valley. It is a very safe community to live in. Some people think it's being overridden with crime. It's getting too crowded, and we're seeing a lot more problems in the Santa Clarita Valley. And while yes, our population is going up, I tend to think, feel free to disagree with me, but I tend to think because we are on social media scrolling all the time now, we just see a lot more information about what's happening. So certain crimes might be up, other crimes might be down. I don't have the stats here. I'm just telling you, shooting straight from the hip about what I think and why I know some of my clients are moving to the Santa Clarita Valley. And definitely if you travel through the Santa Clarita Valley, whether it be you've been here before, it's your first time, you will see how nice aesthetically the Santa Clarita Valley is compared to a lot of other parts of Los Angeles County. It's very much like certain suburban areas of Orange County, like Irvine, which is even more pricey than the Santa Clarita Valley. But crime, it's pretty low here in the Santa Clarita Valley. Do your research, check out those national stats. You'll see we're ranked pretty well. Another reason people move to the Santa Clarita Valley, a good pro about the Santa Clarita Valley, is the good schools. Okay, we have lots of great schools, school districts, passionate teachers who live and work here, and that's a great thing. Just like the police, the teachers live and work here too, because of that affordability factor. And so it's fantastic to see a community where people live and work. And these teachers, I have 2 children that have grown up in the school districts here in the Santa Clarita Valley. And my experience has been, it's been a wonderful thing for my 2 kids. And so very well ranked schools in the William S. Hart School District that covers the junior highs and the high schools, except for the Castaic District. They got their own school district for the junior high and elementary schools out there. But there's other great school districts like the Saugus School District and the Newhall School District. And, check out the school stats. Go to greatschools.org and see what you find as far as the schools. But a lot of people move here for that affordability, low crime, great schools. And another pro on my list, I've touched on it a little bit, is the community is extremely involved, has a high pride of ownership, lots of charitable organizations that run here in the Santa Clarita Valley for all sorts of causes. So the pride of ownership of living here and working here and being involved in meeting the needs of the community is very high. And so you'll see that when you drive through the community, you don't see a lot of graffiti, hardly any. You see a lot of well-manicured streets, very clean. Not a lot of trash hanging around on the streets that's not picked up. And so when you drive through, you just feel like it's a community that cares about the community. Okay, and so that can vary throughout other parts of LA County or any other city or county you might choose to frequent or considering moving to. You'll find that the Santa Clarita Valley takes a lot of pride in how we present ourselves here. And so it's been a great experience living here. Like I mentioned, I actually want to leave because 40 plus years living in the Santa Clarita Valley, I think I'm heading for greener pastures where it's a little cooler. And that leads me to my first con. It is hot as hell here. In the summer, it's not like when I was growing up where what is it? It's like April right now. It's over 90 degrees today. I don't remember it being this hot when I was younger. So I love that the beach is just like 50 minutes away. Go to Ventura down the 126 highway. But if you move here, be prepared for the very warm spring and summer. Okay, it can get cold here too, and it does. It's even snowed here. It's been a little while since that's happened, but it gets really hot, and so your air conditioning bill is going to be through the roof if you're sensitive to heat. Definitely look into solar for your home if you're going to be buying, because those bills for electric, for your AC, can get out of control. So that's pretty wearing. I just had a family move from Seattle, and one of their main concerns was how hot it is. So I hope they're holding up right now, because it is hot here in the spring and summer. It used to be just the summers. Now it seems like it's hot every spring, and for me, it's a little unbearable. So I look forward to moving towards a more coastal region in maybe 5 years or so from now. But I love living here despite that weather situation. Another con of the Santa Clarita Valley, maybe this is just from my perspective, but I know a lot of people feel very similar who've been here for a while, is that traffic is getting really bad. Okay, so even on surface streets, it's not just the freeways, traffic is getting bad. And that's part of the, problem with being an in-demand community, is the traffic and the population growth where, especially now in the technologically advanced times that we're in, more people are working from home. So they're not just clogging up the freeway, but they're hanging around town more during the daytime. And so, the streets are more clogged up. Certain intersections like Bouquet and Soledad, that is a nightmare intersection. Magic Mountain and McBean, that gets really busy. And then of course the 5 and 14 interchange as you want to get down towards Los Angeles, whether you're traveling south on the 14 freeway or south on the 5 freeway, getting to work in the morning can be a problem. So you want to make sure, if getting to work on time at an early morning hour is important to you, you need to understand that if you buy a home at the north middle part of the Santa Clarita Valley like Saugus, you have about a probably 10 to 15 minute commute just to get to the freeway, and then you're going to be stuck in traffic on the freeway a lot of the time. There are other options like the Metrolink, and Santa Clarita Valley has a great busing service towards various parts of Los Angeles. So you might want to look into those alternatives if you are a commuter. So moving to Santa Clarita, you will find probably not enough roads and a good amount of traffic with a growing city like we have, and unincorporated areas too. Where the population's getting towards 300,000, and it's becoming a problem in my opinion. But it's a great place to live. I don't know, choose your poison. other parts of Los Angeles, all riddled with traffic as well. Another con to living here, it's not really a big complaint I have, but it's a lot of, I hear a lot of other people complaining about it, is the nightlife. It has greatly improved, but we have been known to be a city of chain restaurants and not a lot of nightlife. That has improved though. There are more mom and pop fine dining options coming available. That has been the case for the last 5 years for sure, especially with the revitalization of downtown Newhall. Old Town Newhall has become a magnet for nightlife for the Santa Clarita Valley. Maybe some other people traveling up here to enjoy Old Town Newhall as well. But your nighttime options are not what they are in various parts of Los Angeles. Your fine restaurants are not what they are in Los Angeles. We are getting better though. Nice wineries, wine rooms, just things for the adults to do at nighttime. Not as good as Los Angeles, so that's another con. I could probably go on here forever with some cons of living here. I know one of them is going to be the expensive real estate, because it is getting really expensive for a lot of people, where a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,000 square foot home now is going for over $1 million in many parts of the Santa Clarita Valley, where maybe that home used to be about $650,000 not too long ago. Prices have gone through the roof. However, it is still more affordable than many parts of Los Angeles. And so for all the reasons I've already mentioned, we see a lot of people wanting to buy real estate in the Santa Clarita Valley and move here. It is a wonderful community. Your kids will thrive here if you have children. I believe the nightlife, if you don't have kids and it's just you, it's definitely got a nice young population to it. There's a lot of older residents that have stayed here and been here for eons who stay here because it is a good quality of life. It's a great community for absolutely everybody. It's definitely a lot more diverse, and that's a wonderful thing in my book. So, if you're interested in Santa Clarita, if you have your own pros, you're a veteran of living here, maybe share them on the YouTube channel in the comments. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. I want to hear both. And if you need some more insight into the Santa Clarita Valley, maybe it's something I haven't touched on here, or in detail at least, shoot me a message. Contact me through the YouTube page. Go find me at mickalsongroup.com, and or book an appointment with me, a phone appointment, a Zoom appointment over at calendly.com/book Robert. I'd love to talk with you guys, and if you have any needs in real estate, of course, I am here for that as well. All right, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Until next time, take care.